Hi, everyone. I know that it has been a few days since I have done a podcast for y'all. And I know I've been talking a lot about trauma and childhood trauma and how it affects people and how it affected my life growing up and in general as a mom. But I wanted to cover something a little bit different this time. Right now, because things that are going on in the world, we could all use kind of a place of love and understanding and of care. Sorry, there's a lot of noise going on upstairs right now. And I want my podcast to kind of be relatable to life and how we struggle as wives and mothers and how that can affect us and our significant others as well as. And I want to be the first one to say I am not perfect. I don't believe I will ever be perfect, and probably would never even attempt to say that I'm perfect. The world's kind of been scary here lately. You're hearing a lot about indoctrination and what's going on in the school systems, and we're also hearing a lot about our leaders in America right now look at former President Trump. He is being indicted right now. And I just want to talk about a few things. And one of the things that I know I struggle with is anger and stuff like that. And how we treat our spouses and significant others, and how we need to be able to be better about controlling our anger and essentially treating each other with grace. And one of the books that I like to turn to sometimes is 100 Ways to Love Your Husband by Lisa Jacobson. And I want to share a couple things out of it with you. And my devotional that I had done today as well is been over anger, and I'll probably read a couple of the Bible verses out of that for you guys. And it's just, I want to share my struggles with y'all and just kind of make this a place that I'm as real as possible for y'all and relatable. So if I can do that by just sharing a few things, I will. And today I will share one of the first things in here of 100 Ways to Love Your Husband. The chapter 1 for it is always choose love. Above all things, not the sentimental, feel-good kind of love, but the kind of love that puts the other person first. The kind that bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. This is the powerful, persuasive love that leads to a rich, lasting marriage. Take the time to open your Bible and slowly read 1 Corinthians 13. Here you'll find the most profound description of love ever written. Sorry, my son's really wanting his mama right now. He's got an ear infection and is not feeling that great. So I'm trying to kind of do this podcast for y'all and make it quick and understandable, and that way I can get up there and take care of him. It sounds like he's not wanting to spend his time with daddy right now. He wants mommy. But I will read a little bit of 1 Corinthians 13 for y'all as well. It's going to be out of the King James Version as well. Alrighty. Come on. My pages are a little bit sticking together here. There we go. let's see here. Make sure I am doing the right thing here. Sorry, I'm taking my time so that I know that I tell this to y'all correctly. Alrighty. There we go. All right. I'm going to go for 1 Corinthians 13. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of the angels and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or tinkling or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all ministries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave itself unseemingly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. For we know in part, and what we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. When I was a child, I spoke as a child and understood as a child. I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part. But then shall I know, even as also I am known. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three, but the greatest of these is charity. Sorry, I am not exactly great at reading out loud when it comes to reading that. I want this to be a place where we can all come together and talk about some of the hard topics, and dealing with anger and how we speak to each other, and it's a lot of us how we speak to our spouses as well. It can be difficult, and I did share this in my devotional video that I did, but I will share it with y'all too as well. It's out of Bible Promises for Moms by Heidi St. John. It's the section on anger. When you are worried that God is angry with you, his anger lasts only a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping may last through the night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalms 30, verse 5. The Lord is compassionate and merciful, slow to get angry, and filled with unfailing love. Psalms 103, verse 8. When you're angry and don't know what to do, don't sin by letting anger control you. Don't let the sun go down while you are still angry. Ephesians 4, verse 26. I feel like that one's a really significant one when it comes to dealing with our spouses, for sure. Understand this, my dear brothers and sisters, you must all be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry. Human anger does not produce the righteousness God's desires. James 1, verse 19 and 20. When you need to talk with your children about anger, a gentle answer deflects anger, but harsh words make tempers flare. Proverbs 15, verse 1. I know there's a lot of Bible verses in this podcast, but in the world we live in right now, there's a lot of anger. There is a lot of deceit, and there's a lot of things going on with our children as well, indoctrination in schools, people trying to push their lifestyles on other people. And That's not my goal with this. My goal with this is to create a place of love and understanding for those of us who are Christians, those of us that are moms, stay at home moms. I'm looking into homeschooling my children, and I feel like these topics are hard right now. And right now, the world is a hard place to be a Christian. And it's also a hard place to be a woman as well. There's so much going on in the world right now that I want my videos to be a safe space for other Christians, other women. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from or what your beliefs are. I want my channel to be a safe space for you and a safe space for us to spread love, grace, understanding, and even information to help other people out there. I want you to know that I'm looking for this to be a place that is judgment free and that we can talk about the hard topics. Tell me what you're struggling with. If I know of a way that can help, I will try to give you some information. If I don't know the information, I will point you into the direction of somebody who might. And that's my goal with this. I will be the first to say I don't know it all. I am not perfect. I have my struggles, and just like everybody else. And I want that to be known across the board. And I deal with my own trauma. I deal with my own stuff that I've gone through throughout the years. And if I can give you a little piece of hope and understanding, or a little piece of God's grace, and just show you perfect human decency, I will. And maybe my stories will help you to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel if you're going through something that's traumatic. From just hearing what trauma I went through and seeing where I'm at now in life, then that'll be my goal. And I hope that you all are having a wonderful evening, and I hope that you will see this as a place that you can come and talk, and I will talk back with you. You leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what struggles you're dealing with in your life. If there's something you want me to pray about for you, I will pray about it. If there's something you want me to pray with you for, I will find a way to pray with you. And we will just make this a place of love and understanding. I hope that you all have a great evening. I'm going to get off here so I can go help my husband with my children, and I will see you all next time. God bless. Bye.